from Idaho and Roseville. This guy, right?
That's right. How's it going there, Bone Storm League? We're back and better than ever after 2 weeks of the playoff and the new crazy format. So, Kev, let's not waste any time. It was great to see you. Let me say that first. And I hope everybody...
That was awesome.
I hope...
It was great that everyone made the effort to make it to your house, so thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you to everyone. Did you see the video of me falling?
Just didn't you take out that kid?
That was awesome. Exactly. I'm sure that kid's going to live in...
A little more coverage, like some plays or a touchdown or nothing?
Funny you said that. Everybody can go to my channel, which is just Matt You Fat. Just look that up on YouTube. I've posted like the first 9 videos. I think there's like 15. I'm trying to get them all up. I'm doing like 3 a day just to make sure they're out there. So you can go watch your plays. I think we even have the one where somebody scored. Maybe where Josh scored on that one. Anyway, I love how Dawn didn't get me with the interception. She's busy yapping her, flapping her gums, misses me with the interception, but then gets me falling. So at least I could be happy with half of it. So that was good. All right.
Important stuff.
Exactly. All right. So let's talk about week 12 and the first round of the playoffs.
Actually, let's call it round 1 of playoffs for both the winner bracket and the loser bracket.
All right.
So we'll start with the division that really, or the bracket that really counts, with Voldemort pulling out a monster win, 357, taking out, now this is crazy, taking out the number 1 seeded team, the Jaclyn Heights Smashers, who had a regular season record of 10-1. Voldemort finished 4-7.
Yeah, absolutely. This is, it's absolutely crazy, and part of what led to it, a horrible day, and I think we've all been there, past owners of Drew Brees. I know I'm one of them. Drew Brees with a 7.1 in his first week against Voldemort.
The one thing you cannot complain about and say that we've all fell victim of this in the past, you would now need 2 crappy weeks from your players for you not to do so well.
Don't read ahead in the playbook there. Voldemort on that first week had a big day from my man Ben Roethlisberger in that stinking loss to Seattle. We'll try to forget. He had a huge day from Brandon Marshall with 36. Stevie Johnson, 22.2. That's insane. And Allen from Baltimore for 18. On the other side, Smashers had Landry from Miami with 38. That's insane for Landry. I mean, this is not Des Bryant. This is Landry, right? This is Jarvis Landry. So that tail of the tape. Okay, so week 1, Voldemort beats him 172-163. It's a huge upset. Clemens didn't even know there was a 2-week playoff, so maybe we didn't do our job well enough to explain that to everybody, but he was very excited that there was 2 weeks, set his lineup, let's take it to the next week. Here's what we see. Ben Roethlisberger, boy, talk about 2 good weeks for Big Ben. 45 points and 4 touchdowns. Ouch. That was not fun, I'm sure, that night to watch Ben rack up that many against the Smashers. Now, he started Blake Bortles, 44, so he sat Breeze, which is a smart thing to do, even though Breeze had 30. Bortles was the right one, 44. But here's where he stumbles. Chris Ivory, his horse that he'd been riding the entire time, only 9 points. Landry, 2.5. Wow, nothing from him. V. McDonald out of San Francisco, 3.8. Ouch. Carolina's defense got him nothing. Carolina's defense had been very good most of the time, but in that shootout, where they let 38 points get up racked against them, wasn't enough, so they didn't have it. Alshon Jeffrey with only 12 points. So he certainly had a tough day. On the other side again, Brandon Marshall, 33. Delaney Walker, 23. I mean, big days for some of the big people on Voldemort's team. So congratulations, Voldemort. Great job and good win. And yeah, number 8 takes out a number 1. Doesn't happen very often, but we just saw it happen here, sports fans. What match?
It just goes to show you, like we've always said, get into playoffs and it's a whole new ball game, as it were. So,
even if it's 2 weeks, that's right. Who's next?
The next one, the Braille Bombers. Here's two teams that went in 7-4, 7-4, meeting together in a tight one over 2 weeks. But the Braille Bombers pull out the victory over Ralph Wiggum, 313-278.
That's right. This one was a swing of sweet irony for poor Jason, with Russell Wilson, his most hated player, I think, out there, racking up in the first week 49.2. Ouch. 5 TDs. That was against my Steelers. That didn't help. LaShawn McCoy having 17. Theo Reddick with 17. The rest of her team, well, Graham Gano, her kicker, got 17, which was fine. Jason, good day from Tannehill with 30. Todd Gurley, again, another horse that he'd been running, 4 points. That's got to hurt. Ingram only had 15, which is a lot, but not a lot for him. Julio Jones only had 10.6. That hurt him. Kelsey only 16. Cobb 13. Odell Beckham came in with 31. And Ware from Kansas City had 22, but not enough to overcome that giant start of 49. But funny thing is, first week, he beats her 160 to 149, right? So he's thinking, okay. In fact, I believe the words came out of his mouth before week 13 started. I'm going to continue the spanking of your mama. Well, that didn't quite happen. So let's go to week 2. Russell Wilson again mocks poor Jason with 42 points. Ouch. Tannehill only 10. You're right. 100 points in 2 weeks. Todd Gurley 4.1. God, talk about a bad time for the wheels to come off of that one. Ingram taps in 19. That's great. Jones gets 17. Again, good. But other side, Martavis Bryant with that long touchdown, 25. Doug Baldwin, who? 28.8 is who? Danny Amendola for 20. He has Odell Beckham for 30, but in the end, not enough. She racks up 164, him only 118, and we all know the outcome of that, 313 to 278. Congrats, Mama. Making it to round 2. Sorry, Jason. Next year is only how many months down the road?
Okay. Team Mouseketeers versus the Van Houten Vandals. Matthew puts up a monster score on my sister. Tara, 381 to 241.
Yeah, I certainly had my trepidation with her having Tom Brady. Although Julian Edelman out, I still thought she'd start Tom Brady, but she started Palmer instead, which turned out to be the wrong thing in week 1 because he had 31 and Palmer only had 17. But she had Murray out of Philly only get her 3, Blunt got her 2.7, 0 from Ertz, only 11 from Evans. Her bright spot was Sandy Watkins for 35 and Alfred Blue out of Houston for 15. The rest of it was forgettable. First week, decent one from Cam Newton. I was really hoping for more. He had me nervous with only 17.